Yet my glutes are still rounded. So like from the side, you can see it. From the front, it's a little bit of dip right there. But you know.
Wow, man. Damn.
What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna provide 5 tips to help grow that little booty. It's very important.
Wait, what? No. I got the ladies. I'm gonna bring you 5 tips to help build those glutes.
Come on, little booty.
Alright guys, tip number 1, growing your glutes involves more of a mixture of doing compound and your isolation movements. So you don't want to just only be doing squats, only be doing hip thrusts. You want to do other variations of workout in between that. There's 3 muscles within your glute muscle. You have your maximus, medius, and minimus. And the only compound, or not the only one, but the main compound workout that hits all 3 of those muscles will be your lunges. But you still want to do other exercises, especially those cable kickbacks, cable abductors. Those help to target your maximus, medius, and then there's some other workouts out there that also will work out your minimus. Alright guys, some exercises that help target your gluteus maximus are like the hip thrusts, your barbell RDLs, and the machine abductor workouts. He'll put a little photo of whatever that looks like.
Yeah, y'all can trust Ash. This is the glute doctor right here, the glute little specialist. She can get y'all right. She knows a little something, right?
Just a little bit.
Stop the cap.
Alright guys, some exercises that help to target your glute minimus. That's the smallest of all 3 muscles, hint the mini part of it. But you can do your fire hydrants. I like to do those with my resistant band. And you can also do clam. I prefer to do like a 25-pound weight on your hip when you're also working that muscle.
Does that help with your hip dips when you're working, when you're doing clamshells? Do you think that targets your hip dips or no?
There's a lot when it comes to hip dips. First of all, if you have hip dips, you're still beautiful and you're still natural. And all these girls out there with the BBLs. Don't let that make you feel self-conscious of your hip dips, because I still have them and yet my glutes are still rounded. So like from the side, you can see it. From the front, it's a little bit of dip right there. But you know.
And that's tip number 1.
Alright guys, tip number 2, you want to focus on time under tension. So what I always tell my clients, don't rush through your reps. I don't want to see when you're doing a hip thrust going like this throughout the whole, we don't want that. You're not working your muscle. You're going to be like using more of your momentum versus actually using your muscles. So when you go to contract your muscle, that you want more of like a rapid up, and then you want to slowly go down, count to 3 seconds, do a little pause, and then go back up and hit that contraction. That is going to work your muscle way more. Also, when it comes to working glutes, footing is also very important. So a lot of times, whatever workouts does more of a hinge at your hips, and then if you point your toes outward, that's actually going to help to target your glutes a little bit more, especially when you're doing hip thrusts.
Yes, guys, so just to double down on what Ash was saying, a lot of you guys want to see glute growth, but yet you're in the gym up and down, rushing through your sets. Guys, time and attention is how you're going to really grow those muscles. A lot of you guys are losing muscle gains because you guys are just rushing through it. Like on the way down on your eccentric, you want to make sure you're lowering, going 3 seconds on the way down, and then you can explode up on the concentric and then hold for 2 to 3 seconds. I promise if you guys do that, you'll see glute growth. And also, you can do mini pumps. So even when you get to the top of your last rep on your last set, you can just do little pumps to really help get that muscle under tension and really help grow. The only way you're gonna grow bigger glutes is if you really rip those muscles up and then you make sure you're consuming your protein to help grow them. Guys, you cannot skip out on the protein, and you gotta make sure you're implementing time under tension, and that's tip number 2. How long have you guys been trying to grow your glutes? Please leave a comment in the description below. We're trying to get these new glutes, we're trying to build them up, and I want you guys to be able to see results in 6 months. Tip number 3, listen guys, if you really want to see results, you have to make sure you're doing progressive overload. Progressive overload is gradually increasing the weight over a period of weeks and months. And that means each week, you increasing the sets, the reps, or just the intensity of the workout. So listen, a lot of you guys go in the gym and you guys are winging it. You're not going to get results like that. You need to track your numbers. I can barely remember what I squatted 2 weeks ago, so I doubt you'll remember what you squatted 3 months ago. It's important to know, okay, this week I was able to squat 225, so now I'm going to bump up to 230 or 235. And also, someone like me, I can be kind of, ambitious with the weight sometimes. So I'll go in the gym, and let's say I squatted 275 one day, I might go in the next week and try to squat 350 and then hurt myself. So it's very important for me to track my numbers, so when I look on paper, I can see just how much of a jump that is, or I can see how I haven't increased weight at all. And tip number four, that is training to technical failure. We cannot talk about technical failure without talking about progressive overload. It's very important that you guys understand what technical failure is. That just means, you know, you're training to 2 to 3 reps shy of failure. You don't want to train an absolute failure where you're here and you can't even get the weight up and you need someone to literally lift the weight up, or you need someone to help you get up from the squat rack. Listen, that is very dangerous and you'll injure yourself. And listen, you want to be able to get in the gym 3 to 4 times a week. So if you're training to absolute failure, you're either going to get hurt or you're going to need a way longer recovery time, and you're not going to be able to get to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. Tip number five, last tip of the day. That's something that Ash needs right now. It is some rest and recovery. Listen, guys. Listen, guys, this girl's back is been killing her all day.
Not even from working out, y'all. I'm just old, and I was trying to groom my dog, and I had to like stay bent over, and I just. My back just turned 50. I don't know.
Listen, guys, it could be a combination of work, training, kids, lifestyle. You guys have to make sure you're incorporating rest and recovery, okay? I see a lot of people going to the gym training legs every single day. I actually used to know a girl, she used to train legs every single day of the week, never giving her legs time to recover. Your muscles are not going to grow like that. You need to be training legs maximum of 2 to 3 days at the most, okay? And each training day, you want to hit about 5 to 6 different exercises. A lot of you guys are going in the gym hitting 10 different exercises, training legs 4 days a week, and wondering why your legs are not growing. Like, just imagine going to work the next day. Just imagine staying up all night and then going to work. You would not be successful at work. You could barely focus at work. You'd be struggling. You'd be falling asleep in front of the computer. It's very important to get your 8 hours of sleep. And this is the most important thing. This is something that I struggle with, you know, being on the go all the time, always having different things to do. You know, a lot of people struggle with this, but it's very important to prioritize that, because that's how you're going to see the most results. That is tip number 5. Ash, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, of course.
Listen, guys, make sure y'all locking in. Also, man, thanks for subscribing. Make sure you guys hit that notification button. That way you can see the next videos that are coming out. I don't want you guys to miss a video. I want you guys to stay up to date on it, because we're dropping that content every other day, man. Stay tuned. We're locked in. Content Performance, we out.